dispatch was sounding a little prickly today, huh? I could really go for a Mexican standoff.
As you just saw in the video, we have a scene with a man holding some props, walking over to a group of people sitting. We're gonna look at two things here: how to make the actors sit on chairs, vehicles or other objects, and how to attach an object to an actor. In this case we have the female sitting on the back of the truck, a man sitting on a chair and another guy leaning against a van. The animations I used for these will be in the video description below. I've already added 3 of the actors to the Menyoo database. I will add the 4th actor to the database as well. This is just in case we need to change any settings for that actor later on. We will start off with this actor. The animation lines up pretty good already where he stands now, but you can see that his foot is actually inside the van, so we will have to move him a bit away from the van to line up nicely. To do this, go to your actor in the Menyoo database, then at the bottom you will find the option for manual placement. It's easy to make small adjustments here. If your actor stops playing the animation and you haven't finished positioning him yet, you can just use your key binding for the animation to make him play it again. Even when the scene director menu is closed, it will still work. In case you don't know how the key bindings for these animations work, the first animation you add to the list will be linked to Alt plus 1 on the numpad. The second animation is Alt plus 2 on the numpad, and so on. Now with the actor in the correct location, close down Menyoo and open up Scene Director. Then choose Record Scene Setup, play the animation with the key binding, then press Alt plus R to stop recording. The actor will now perform that animation in the same spot every time you start the scene. Next up is the woman. Go to her in the database, or whichever actor you're using for your video. Here you find several settings you can change. Right now we want to turn off the gravity so we can adjust her height without her being pulled back down to the ground. Then we will also turn off the dynamic setting. When an actor or object is dynamic, it means it can move around and react to being hit by something. You can see right now she can move around, walk around, but when I turn off dynamic, she can't move away from this spot when trying to walk. This also means she can't move from the spot when using an animation that should make her move. But since we are using a stationary animation to sit, it will work fine. Turning off the dynamic setting also means we can move her through objects, in this case the car, which we will need in order to make it look like she actually sits on the truck. Often when trying to line up sitting animations, the actor will sort of fly or hover above the chair or the car. This is because both the actor and the object have collision settings and they push each other away. Removing this in the settings allows you to line them up nicely. Now you can see it bugs out while trying to position her with manual placement. She should only move a little bit along the Z-axis, but she snaps too far at this point. So in case this happens to you as well, I'll show you another trick that you can use to fix this. We will attach the actor to the truck. Because we spawned the truck and all the other objects using Menyoo, these are all already in the database. So go to the actor in the database, scroll down and select the attachment option. In this case we choose to keep position when attached. This is because she already is pretty much where she needs to be for the animation to line up. If we didn't select this, she would snap to the middle of the car instead. Now we just make some slight adjustments to line up the animation. If you ever want to adjust the position of an actor or an object that is attached to something, you will have to do this in the attached to something settings and not the manual placement settings. This is because the manual placement looks at the position in the world, while attached to something looks at the position relative to whatever person or object you are attached to. Then, when she is lined up, like before, choose Record Setup in Scene Director, activate the animation with your key binding, hit Alt plus R to stop recording and move on to the next actor. This should be pretty straightforward. We'll do the same as for the previous actor. Browse to the database, select the actor, turn off the gravity, turn off dynamic settings. Then while playing the animation, use manual placement to line up the actor with the chair. In this case the actor's feet are too high above the ground, as you can see. So we will move him down a bit and then move the chair down a bit as well. Now with these three actors positioned, we can have a look at them in action. In the scene director, start the scene and we can see them play the animations correctly. You can play the scene over and over as many times as you like. They will always start in the right spot again. Now for the last actor, you might be wondering why he walks like this with his arms, and how do I get him to walk like this. When you go to your actor in the Menyoo database and you choose pet options, you will see several sub-menus. One of these is called movement styles. Here you can choose one that you like. Most of them affect how the legs and upper body move while walking. In this case I use the one called clipboard, which is the reason why he lifts his left arm up like he's holding something. Further down the list there are a few styles you can also add that mainly affect what your actor holds in his weapon hand, usually the right one. In this case I use the jerry can option because it looks like he carries something heavy in his right hand. That is what we use for the assault rifle, but you can also add a briefcase or a trash bag or anything you want really, and you want it to look like he's actually carrying something that is heavy. To line up the objects I will use spooner mode. It allows you to fly around as a camera, basically getting a better perspective. To have the objects move with the actor as he walks around, we will have to attach the objects to the actor. So to do this, go to the database once again and find the object you spawned and want to attach. Starting with the clipboard, choose the attach option and choose the actor you want to attach it to. Then we want to use this option to choose a body part to attach the clipboard to. This means that the object will move the same as the body part it is attached to. In this case we want the clipboard to be held in the actor's left hand, so we choose left hand. If we want to attach a helmet to the actor, we will choose to attach it to the head. With the clipboard attached to the left hand, change the position so it lines up nicely. Moving on to the rifle, same as for the clipboard, go to the database and attach it to the actor. For this one we will choose to attach it to the right hand and once again adjust the position. Now with that done, you can see both objects move correctly with the actor's hands as he walks around. To finish the scene we will walk back over here, go into scene director, record setup and walk pretty much in a straight line towards the other actors. Alt plus R when you have walked enough, and basically the scene is finished. We can do one more thing, which is to have an actor speak. For this I use PC Trainer. The download link for that one will also be in the video description below, same as the download links for Scene Director and Menyoo.
do not want to
What
keep
this allows you to
LSPD
do
waiting.
is assign a voice
I
to
could
an
really
actor.
go for a Mexican
Each
standoff.
voice has several lines to
I'd
say.
just like to clean my
Choose
gun
one you
and
like.
soak in the tub after
In
a
this
hard
case we will
day's
use
work.
the chat statement. Hit the button to start recording your footage. Then
Did you hear
in
that
Scene
detective
Director,
the other
start
day?
the
He
scene.
called her a badge on a
Make sure to
beaver.
close
What
the
an
Scene
asshole.
Director screen once the scene plays, because the
This
button
badge
you
is
use
sounding a
to
little
play the
prickly
voice
today,
line in
huh?
PC Trainer is also
I could
used to
really go
start
for a
or
Mexican
stop the scene
standoff.
when the Scene Director menu is left open. And that is basically it. You can use these techniques for a lot of things really. It's perfect for lining up many different animations with objects to sit on or lean against. And you can make crazy combinations by attaching actors, objects and vehicles to each other. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. If you have any further questions or maybe have a suggestion what you would like to see in another tutorial, please leave a comment below. Thanks and good luck.